week in ordinary time. Ordinary time is green because we are growing in our understanding of Jesus and his teachings. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. One Sabbath, Jesus was having dinner in the home of an important Pharisee, and everyone was carefully watching Jesus. Jesus saw how the guests had tried to take the best seats, so he told them, "When you are invited to a wedding feast, don't sit at the best place. Someone more important may have been invited than the one who invited you will come and say, 'Give your place to this other guest.' You will be embarrassed and will have to sit in the worst place. When you are invited to be a guest, go and sit in the worst place. Then the one who invited you may come and say, 'My friend, take a better seat.' You will then be honored in front of all of the other guests. If you put yourself above others, you will be put down. But if you humble yourself, you will be honored." Then Jesus said to the man who invited him, "When you give a dinner or banquet, don't invite your friends and family and relatives and rich neighbors. If you do, they will invite you in return and you will be paid back. When you give a feast, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, and the blind. They cannot pay you back, but God will bless you and reward you when his people rise from death." The Gospel of the Lord. In this week's Gospel, Jesus is having dinner hosted by someone important. Everyone coming to the dinner wanted to be important and for others to see they were important, so they were trying to find the best places to sit nearest the host who was important. As usual, Jesus saw things differently than everyone else. Jesus told them not to sit at the best place because they may be told to move to some place worse, and they would be embarrassed. Instead, they should sit at the worst place. So someone would tell them to move to a better place. Jesus saw this example for being an important dinner, but used it as an example of how to live our lives. We should be humble. What does it mean to be humble? Being humble is recognizing our place with God and with others. Our place is to serve God, to let God's love shine through us to others. We have tremendous power in bringing God to the world, but we are also extremely dependent on God because what is special is God coming through us. And if we don't let God come through, we are very weak. So the humble person is there to serve others, to show God's love to them. Someone who takes the best seat may be trying to put themselves first, but they are missing the most important thing they can do, which is to show God to others. And so instead of being powerful by taking the best seat, they make themselves weak and they're sent to a worse seat. The person who takes the worst seat becomes powerful through God's love, and others ask them to take a better seat. Then Jesus had a message for the host. Instead of inviting guests who could return the favor, they should find people who could not return the favor. The people who are weak, or at least who look weak. But once again, those people, just like any of us, who recognize our place with God, can be powerful by bringing God's love to those around them. Hosting a party for the weak may mean they bring God to the party and make it the best party ever. Maybe they can't host a party in return, but they can make the party special. It turns out that not only the host gives something, also the guests give something. Who gave more? The person who gave the food or drink, or the person who brought God's love? When we are with others, whether we are guests or hosts, we should recognize our place with God and recognize the place others have with God. They have the ability to be completely powerful by bringing God to the party. We can too, as long as we don't put ourselves first.